So like a lot of people, right?
Yeah.
Like that are watching my videos, like they consider themselves the chosen ones, right?
Mhm.
So now in the Bible it's written that many people are called, but only few are chosen, right? So now how can someone identify that they're the chosen one?
Okay, let me tell you, ne? To know whether you are chosen,
Yeah,
just look at your heart, man. Like, are you doing the things that a lot of people in this world are doing? Or am I set apart? Did I choose? Or am I on the set apart road that Yahusha was teaching about? I call him Yahusha. You call him Jesus. So look at this, ne?
yeah,
Okay, hi. Thanks for having me. My name is
so
Patience and I'm 18 years old and I come from Lydenburg, but I'm not in Lydenburg right now.
like can you like just dive deep into like what inspired you to create content?
What inspired me to create content? As you can see in a
Yeah,
content yaga, it's all about truth and having fun. I decided like I'm gonna do it like this, ne? I'm gonna be myself and also spreading the word, the knowledge that I have that a lot of people don't know. Because as you saw my videos, you told me that you saw my videos. It's all about the flat earth, the real name of the Father. As you can see me right now, I don't identify as Christian. I'm a set apart person. I'm not all about religious or anything. I'm all about relationship. So yeah. What really
yeah,
inspired me to create content, is for people to really see the authentic self, the really authentic me.
yeah, yeah. All right, so since like I've seen your content, right? And like
Yeah.
your content is kind of raw, and it's kind of true. It's kind of like you like you're speaking about things that I've never heard before, like in my life. So I got curious, and I wanted to know like what inspired that content that you're creating right now. And another thing that I want to know is that how do you deal with people that misunderstand your content, right? How do you deal with people that disagree with your content?
Okay, first of all, I'm gonna answer that with there's this other person, right? His name is John Truth. Like John Truth, he really posts
Yeah,
things that I also never heard, like just like you said. I really did
yeah,
know the things that he was talking about, but I really didn't have the guts to post them. Or I was like, where am I gonna start? And all these other stuff. But until I saw
yeah,
his videos, I was like, man, it's my duty to share this truth that I have in my heart. I'm sitting with the kingdom in my heart, and I never know. Maybe it might save some soul out there. And that's when I started posting the truth whilst being myself. I'm finna dance, seeing if I'm gonna have to. Yeah. And what was the other question again? Oh, how
um
do I
how
deal
do
with
you,
criticism?
yeah,
Oh, you know, man, people like are really negative sometimes. So how I deal with criticism, it's not much of a big deal for me because I've been bullied in high school and primary school. So right now it's more just like, you know, those little things.
yeah. Oh, so you
Yeah.
just push it aside, like you don't see it, like it doesn't affect you when people say negative things about the content that you're creating.
It really does affect me a little
Yeah,
because I'm also a human with feelings. So, but I do stand my ground. I'm just not gonna let people play on my head. I'm not gonna allow people post the negative stuff on my page. I do stand my ground. But at the same time, I just tell myself, like, people are always like this. No matter what you do, even if you are perfect, people will still see the imperfections in you. Yahusha, you see, which is Jesus, was a perfect human being to
yeah,
walk on earth, but still they didn't believe him. So who am I for people to love me? You know, not everyone is finna understand what I'm finna say.
yeah. So yeah, so do you feel like we are living in your purpose right now?
Do I feel like I'm living in my purpose? Well, to be honest,
Yeah,
I'm in between, but the answer is yes. The answer is yes. Why do I say that? Because I'm a person like everybody else. I do fall, I do stumble, and I do struggle. But at the end of the day, I do come back to Yahuwah. I call him Yahuwah. God, I call him Yahuwah because I don't believe that's the real name. I do come back to him and I bow and I ask for forgiveness. At the same time, I am serving him because he gave me talents, he gave me knowledge, and I am giving it out to other people. So I do believe that I'm living in my purpose. Although there are other things that I know
yeah,
I must do, but I'm not doing. So yeah, a purpose is more than just a
yeah.
calling or a talent. Yeah.
Mm. Like, can you? Okay, since you said like you're living in your purpose, right? And there are a lot of people that are lost, like in this world. They don't know what's their purpose. Like, how can you advise someone to find their purpose? Because I think a lot of people are searching for that answer right now. How can I find my purpose? Like, where's my purpose and things like that. So, can you like just explain how someone can find their purpose?
That's a brilliant question. You see,
Yeah,
if I handed you right now an invention, you wouldn't know what it is for, but only the inventor will tell you. Also, the invention wouldn't tell you itself what it is for. Only the inventor or the owner's manual. So I feel like since Yahuwah created this life and everything that we see is his creation, we should go back to the one who made us and ask him like, what is my calling? Why did you create me? What am I for? Because you can never know on your own. Even I myself didn't know what was I meant for until I ran to the person who created me, and then that's when I knew my purpose and my calling.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
I like that answer a lot. Ish, I'm kind of like intrigued, I'm kind of like interested. What led you to want to build a relationship with God? Like, was it something that, is there something that pushed you to that point? Or, like, I'm just kind of interested. What inspired you? Like, what made you want to pursue a relationship with God?
Okay. You see me, I grew up in a Christian home. So
Yeah,
every night my granny used to read us, me and my cousins, the Bible. And then I was that curious girl, when I was growing up, like I did think a lot of things like where do this thing come from? And all those type of stuff. And then the more my granny read us that Bible, the more my belief grew and grew. And then and that's when I understood that okay, there's a creator of this life. Everything didn't just exist out of like the blue, you know. And then the more I grew up, the challenges that I faced and all these other things, like I would come back to the creator and I would, meaning when I say I came back to the creator, it's when I would bow and pray. And then I would ask like, why is everything happening like this? And when every time I got an answer, it's when I remembered like, oh wait, yeah, everything does happen for a reason. My belief is based on me growing up in a Christian home and the challenges that I faced. It's not in church or anything, it's not found in church. Also, the people in my life
yeah,
and the
yeah.
answers that I
That's
got.
yeah,
hmm And the answers that I got after I prayed. Yeah, like I was in a moment where I didn't believe also, but I was like, I do believe in most high power, but where does it come from? What is his name? Because I didn't believe in religion, but I did know that there's a high power. I wouldn't know what led me to my belief or my faith, but all I know is that I grew up in a Christian home. That is where the roots of my faith are.
yeah. Um, like what you just said right now is powerful, and I think a lot of people they like, why do you think it's important for someone to pursue a relationship with God,
Why is it
and how
important
can
for
they do that?
and how can they do that? And how can a
Yeah,
person pursue a relationship with the Most High? It is
yeah,
very simple. It is very simple because Yahuwah has given us everything for us to connect with Him. And I believe it is nature. I believe it is how the world is like. You see, although a lot of things have changed after the coming of the Messiah Yahusha, I feel like people are worshiping a lot of idols in the churches and all this other stuff. So for you to gain a relationship with the Father, it is to look at everything around you and ask yourself, like, if everything is connected, remember, I believe that everything is connected. We and nature are connected. So you can enjoy all the little things in this life. And the more you enjoy these things, it's enjoying God Himself. So to grow, to have a relationship with the Most High, is just to do what you've been taught, man, at your house when you were growing up. It's to pray and all this other stuff. I wouldn't say going to church because I'm not about religion.
Yeah, yeah. That's powerful. That's powerful. So a person should pray and meditate. You say,
More of like, I don't know if
yeah,
when other people do communicate with God through enjoying nature, I don't know if you call that meditation or in some way.
yeah. Because I have a friend that like meditates. He tells me that he meditates like every day, and the more he meditates, is the more like is the more like his relationship with God grows. And I haven't tried it yet, so I cannot attest to that. But tell me, like, I've seen one of your videos right online where you were saying that um landing on the moon is fake. Like, can you please like explain that for me?
Okay. So you see, as I told you that I grew up in a household where they would read the Bible for us every day. You see in Genesis,
Yeah,
the first book of the Bible in Genesis, I don't know what chapter, I don't remember very well. It said that God, right, divided the waters above
yeah.
the firmament from the waters that were below the firmament. So I believe that we live under a dome, a firmament. So this landing on the moon, the space stuff, the walking on the moon, it's all fake, man. You can't believe that because God plainly told us that He built the earth on its foundations. And that if He said that, then it's exactly what He did. Yeah.
So, so you're saying it's all fake? We've been lied to.
Man, you see NASA. NASA is a whole movie production. And NASA in Hebrew means deceive. And I'm finna make more videos about this type of stuff and I'm finna reveal the truth to people. It's not my knowledge or my knowing. I've also been shown this stuff before I can show it to other people.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Ish. Yeah, that's kind of deep. So, Ish, like, tell me, right? Since like you seem like someone that's brave, you have so much courage. Like, what's your biggest fear, like in life?
Oh, my biggest fear in life,
Yeah,
is having to hear the Most High like send me back. Like I never knew that. Do you know this verse where Yahusha or Jesus says, "Depart from me, I never knew you." That is my biggest fear. I know they say that perfect love casts out all fear, right? Drives out all fear. And in
yeah.
God we have perfect love. All things have been made perfect. So I fear that. Yeah, I don't have any fears in this life right now. Although I do get scared of some other stuff, but nah. I only have one fear. I fear the Most High, casting me away further from Him.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Like that's kind of deep. That's kind of deep. So, like now, like I feel like we're living in the chasing culture, right? You see a lot of
You know
people,
what?
they're chasing things, they're
Yeah.
chasing culture.
Yeah.
Yeah, you see a lot of people, they're chasing things, they're chasing like success, relationships, they're chasing all these things, right? So, do you believe that people should chase things or attract those things into their lives?
Oh yeah, I do believe in attract these things in your life in your life rather than chasing them. Because, like, let me tell you a story of my life. You see, me, I didn't grow up in a rich household or a well-from household. You see, I grew up in a household where my parents or my guardian had to go and chase those things for us to have a better life. So because I was a believer, I was a deep faith girl. still those other things that other people had, but I didn't have a mother or a father to buy those things for me. But still, the Most High still provided in a way that I can't explain, because He's a God of miracles, right? So rather attract that rather than chasing, because God told you in the beginning that ask and you shall receive, knock and the door shall be open to you.
Yeah. That's powerful. So you don't believe in the law of attraction?
In law of attraction,
Yeah.
I do kind of believe in that somehow, but I really don't know how that works. But I would break it
Yeah.
down for you to understand me, all right? So yeah, let me tell you, as I said, I believe that everything that I have in my life right now, it's not because of my hard work or anything. It was because of the faith that I have in the Most High. He still provided for me these other stuff that I didn't have to work hard for. So that for me is the low key law of attraction type of thing, if you get it.
Yeah. Um, like what advice would you give your younger self?
I like that. Oh, I'd give like a lot of advice to my younger self. What I give. Okay,
Yeah.
the number one advice that I would give to my younger self is do not conform to the ideas of this world, because I used to believe in the ideas of this world more than I believed in myself. Although I had an idea in my head before I would do a certain type of task, ne, I would like instead like
Yeah.
go to the world for advice before I do that thing, and that broke me. Although I had knowledge, the Most High gave me knowledge or like some ideas on how I should do that type of thing. But because I had a lot of friends, I surround myself with wrong people. I'm not saying I'm perfect, and that broke me. And then I
Yeah.
would tell my younger self, do not conform yourself to this world. Don't doubt yourself, because I used to like doubt myself a lot. Yeah, because I didn't believe
Yeah.
that I had the courage or the smarts to do the things that I never believed that I could. But until I tried them out on my own, after cutting out the people that I used to have in my life, man, I just aced everything. I just developed.
Yeah.
Mm.
That's, yeah. That's powerful. That's powerful. So can you tell me like how can someone spot fake friends?
How can someone's
Like
what?
just give me three things. How
Mm-hmm.
can someone spot fake friends?
Someone who's bored. Did you say
Some
someone who's
how
bored?
can someone like recognize fake friends? Like let me just put it that way.
Oh, fake friends. Oh yeah, it's easy to recognize
Yeah.
fake friends. First of all, if maybe you're like doing something that is nicer than them, they will like try to bring you down or make you doubt yourself if you
Yeah.
are able to do that thing. And second of all, they
Yeah.
don't encourage you to do what you've been like wishing to do for like from start. Let's just say maybe you want to do modeling. She will tell you like, man, when you modeling, those people that side like they want people with that's this type of body. They try to down shame you, bring you down and all this other stuff. Okay, I used to have fake friends, ne? You recognize fake friends by the
Yeah.
other third one is this. When if maybe you're with your friend and then the other people around you, just just check in the little things, they don't act the way that they act with you when you're alone. That give those other people more favor than they would give you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think the connection is bad. But I think a lot of people they can like learn from what you just said right now because like it's very rare to find like friends who can encourage you, to always be there for you and like not to be jealous of you. So like tell me, right, like what advice will you give someone out there that's like like they want more for their lives, right? They want to go out there, chase their dreams, their goals, and things like that. Like, what advice can you give them right now?
Okay, the advice
And
I
they
would
feel
give
like
to
it's
them,
not possible for them. Yeah,
they feel like it's not possible.
yeah,
Oh, they feel like it's not possible. Okay. Okay, the first advice that I give them, obvious. Man, like include God in everything that you do. Like break down the things that you
yeah.
see over time. Man, these things, man, they're setting me back. What are the things that are holding me back? What is okay? Am I the problem or the people that are surrounding me the problem? Because sometimes you are the problem and you think that okay, maybe it's the people or the society. Yeah,
So, like a lot of people, right,
yeah.
like that are watching my videos, like they consider themselves the chosen ones, right?
Mhm.
So now in the Bible it's written that many people are called, but only few are chosen, right? So now, how can someone identify that they're the chosen one?
Okay, let me tell you, ne? To know where you are chosen,
Yeah,
just look at your heart, man. Like, are you doing the things that a lot of people in this world are doing? Or am I set apart? Did I choose? Or am I on the set apart road that Yahusha was teaching about? I call him Yahusha. You call him Jesus. So look at this, ne?
yeah,
Many people right now, ne, are in religion. You'd hear people like Christians, ne? I used to be a Christian. I'm not criticizing, I'm not throwing hate to anybody. Okay? So Christians
yeah,
think, a lot of Christians think that if you're a Christian, you're saved. But it's not about that. You see the same cross that Christians have. It's an idol that Yahusha or God was teaching about not to have in our homes or in our churches. So the set apart way that I'm on right now, I'm not claiming to be the most saved person on the planet. But the set apart road that Yahusha was teaching about is the way of the Yod He Yahuwah and Yahusha way. The no religion type of stuff. It's all about religion. I mean, relationship with the Father, not religion. I cut myself from the religion type of stuff. I'm all about relationship with the Father now. So
yeah,
if I ask you how many people do you know that they know the name Yahuwah or this type of stuff, man, you don't even know them. I'm for sure. Or maybe you know me on.
yeah,
I'm not trying to claim to be. Yeah. And I'm on
yeah,
a mission to speak to win souls for the Most High.
yeah. Yeah. So, ish, unfortunately, like the time has finally come to an end. And yeah, man, thank you for showing up and like keep doing what you're doing, keep doing the content that you're making. I believe that a lot of people they need to hear this. So yeah, like thank you for being on the show.
Okay, you're welcome.
Yeah,
I thought that maybe
yeah,
you'd
sure,
say,
sure.
no, wait. I thought maybe you say that leave people with some word of the day, yeah. But never mind.
Yeah, can you like just share some word of the day?
Word of the day.
Yeah,
Oh,
two
but I
words.
couldn't have told you that. Two of them. Two. Okay, the first one is
Yeah,
to the young people.
yeah,
Fornication. Fornication doesn't work. Fornication is a sin, and you're gonna be casted away from the Lord if you're fornicating and if you're drinking and grooving. I don't care if this Christian fellas or anybody's gonna come back at me and being like, I'm also living in sin, whatever, whatever. Nah, all this other type of stuff is a sin. And the other one is friendly and kind, not like the first one. What can I say? Man, just show love to everybody and be kind to yourself. And I mean, to
yeah,
everybody. Yeah, and yourself also, don't forget yourself. So, yeah.
yeah. All
And they
right,
should
thank
brush your
you.
teeth right
Like
away. I'm thinking,
they
yeah,
should
you're
do
welcome.
what?
Never mind.
All right, listen. the time is finally come to an end. Thank you so much for like showing up. All
Sharp,
right,
sharp.
bye.